not age appropriate, and I'm just will leave it at
Mm,
that.
no, not at all.
I was definitely like, I'll send
Not.
you I'll send you a picture, and then you can tell me.
I don't know. I just okay. I'm just checking to see if it's okay. I hear it. I just don't know where I'm hearing it. Okay, I see it up on the YouTube. Let me just double check on Facebook. Yep, there you go. And then oh, it matches her shirt, but that is a little much.
You think so too, right?
Yeah, it's too much. I just wonder, like, why wouldn't the nails lady say, but her mama said this and hello.
Because he took it to a professional. He didn't. The person that initially was supposed to do it did not do it.
Mm, I don't know. That's just a little bit, in my humble opinion, it's a little much. And mani petty is appropriate, but tips as hey, he gonna maintain them. Like, don't come looking at me. Just say.
What I do is age appropriate. Well, most of the time.
I mean, parenting is not a perfect science. Sometimes we get it wrong. Sometimes we get it right. Um, but there is a learning curve for some more than others because, hey guys, we are live officially with no official topic. So we are just shooting the poop
That
just a
should be the
bit.
title. That should be the title, right?
And somehow we got a little distracted by some nails. And what's age appropriate and what's not.
Right.
These, yours, ours is age appropriate.
Period.
Wow.
Yes. So,
Mm.
what kind of things do you feel like you've had to do to get back in the routine, or are you preparing to do to get back into the school
Mm.
year?
So after starting next week, we're gonna start really prepping for back to school. And I gotta start doing like lesson plans and stuff like that because we do the homeschool thing. So I'm not fully looking forward to it. um yeah. Yeah, I don't know if maybe I might push it off an extra week just to kind of get myself in the groove of it. So that way I have a full week because I want to try to do the lessons a little bit further out differently how I was doing it last time.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Okay.
think like before I was doing a week out and I'm wondering if I can push it out to a little bit more, like 2 to 3 weeks out. So that way when I'm prepping, I'm not prepping for the following week and I won't feel so rushed. But we'll see.
That makes sense.
We shall see.
Um, so I think the way they have the schedule now is a strain
Mm,
on parents that have older kids and younger kids. For me, where I'm at, because there was a time when the younger kids got home a little later,
mm,
so the older kids were already, you know, home. But now since they changed up the schedule, now I have to kind of be in rush mode
mm-hmm.
to really come up with a game plan. And under normal circumstances, I wouldn't have had to. Um, but it is what it is. Um, I had wanted to try to do um, the homeschool, but through an actual a program, that was tuition free, and they
Hmm.
kind of, sent you everything, computer, they sent you books, they send you everything. And I thought about doing it, but the diva out of the household was like,
A social life
I got a
not gonna
social
be.
life. I don't, your problem is, but absolutely not. I want to be seen and heard, and so she was not feeling it. So I was like, yeah, I still might ask, uh, I still might ask, the oldest,
Hmm.
that's still in school. I might ask, um, Andreas. I might ask him what he thinks, and just see. I think
Yeah.
if I don't know if he would. He'd probably be like, "Shoot, what? I don't gotta go nowhere."
I mean, there's great programs that's through the state. Like it's like there's so many options that you have. Like, um, and if you feel like, I think it's hard if you're trying to teach your kid how to read and do all those things. That's where it's a lot harder because you're
You
having
know,
to put in more work. But the older your kid is, and if you know that your kid is self sufficient, is easier.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I do feel like he is. What I would like to do is ask him and see what his reaction is. But I wouldn't mind trying it just to see how he does, and then I would probably know. Um, I was gonna say I'll probably know once the first semester is over, right? But then I was like, no, I think to really see, I would have to at least do it for 2 semesters, because of course the first semester is going to be kind of like fresh and new and getting into the routine of things.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I would have to at least give it 2 semesters to see if he said he
Yeah.
was interested in doing it. Um,
Um, what's funny though? Kids spend not kids spend a lot of time in school, and you don't realize how much time is, I don't want to say wasted. How much time they have to fill that child's day with stuff. But when you're doing homeschool, I what I've learned is like it doesn't have to be like they're in school from 8 to 3 or however long it is, like that we're accustomed to. So homeschooling is very, very different. Like we can finish school in half the time. So there's a lot of empty space. Now there's social, you get social, you get your meals. That's part of it. But
mhm.
kids spend a lot of time in school, but with them filling in gaps that are not.
Needed?
Yeah. I hate to say it. Not no disrespect to teachers. We know and we value how much work that you put into it. But
Absolutely.
if we can finish homeschool in 4 hours, but they're in school for like 8 hours, like
Right.
uh, uh.
Yeah. Even the one that I did find online said about 6 hours a day.
Mhm.
I was like, even at home?
Depends on the curriculum. I know
Yeah,
K-12 was very like,
that one.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
and as a parent, you have, for a younger child, it's more intense because you have to do a lot more as a learning coach with K-12. That's what we saw. But I think if you are like have a child that's a teenager, like okay,
You know what you got to do.
you just sit down, read
Get
the
to it, sit
instructions,
down, do what they tell you to do.
phone a
So,
friend.
you know what's funny that you say that, though? I'm going to be honest with you, and please don't judge me for saying what I'm about to say. But I don't know. Sometimes these older kids, them be the ones that you have to kind of like be on, right? You
Mm.
have to be like, did you do this? Did you do that? Did you do this? Did you do that? Did you do this? Did you do that?
Is
And
it
you're like,
is it because they're distracted by because I don't know if it's the same for your kids, but the game really does impact attention spans, I find. And I'm not saying that, if their focus is, hey, I want to get to this Fortnite, they're kind of rushing through all this other stuff or not really paying attention to the other stuff. So we try to, like, we don't, during school, we limit, like, you can only play the game on the weekend. Just so that way
yeah,
you're not kind of deal.
I agree.
Um, but if it's who I'm thinking, like, he's old enough to buckle down and get it done.
I think so. And
Mhm.
I was like that as well. It was like the game only on the weekends. And I think I got really laxed somewhere. I don't know where. Um, but I definitely need to go back to that same rule, that same household rule. I definitely feel like game on the weekends, and I am, since they are going to be here, I think I'm going to pay for that program for all of them now.
Mm.
Um, and, and especially with now, I don't know about Josh just yet. It kind of depends on what his workload is going to look like before I tack something else, on for
Hmm.
him.
Yeah.
But the other kids, um, and I'm a little bit, maybe even, maybe even my daughter too, because this would be her first year,
Mm. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm.
you
Hmm.
know, and because that this will be her first year, and it's definitely going to be different from what she's used to, right?
Hmm.
And so I want to give her a little bit of time to get adjusted again before I throw her into tacking on something else, another assignment. Um so I'm gonna kind of wing it. But
Yeah.
I definitely know the youngest kid, he's gonna continue with that.
Yeah. We were thinking about. I was thinking, like, I was like, I like this seems like it could be a good beneficial thing as a supplement for,
Mm,
like, I don't want to say free time, but like busy time, if that makes sense. So that way to kind of reinforce some of what, like, reinforce reading and math skills and stuff like that. Um, I was thinking about it, but I was kind of like a toss up between a coding because he's been wanting to learn coding. So I was like, well, maybe I can make something fun. Girl, I don't even know.
okay.
There's a coding thing that I found, and I won't say the name on here, but it's like $7 a month
Okay.
to learn coding for one child. It's not a
Okay.
bad thing.
Okay.
They get like introduced like Python and something else. I just can't remember it.
Okay.
But it seemed kind of inexpensive. I was like, $7. It's a useful skill. Oh.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
um,
I like it.
I'll tell you the name of it, but it's off here. The word is the name of it. I was like, that's kind of weird. But seeing the other program you're using, I was like thinking about using supplementing some of his time. I just have to do like the figure out what the schoolwork is going to look like before, like you said, tacking on something like that. But I think the coding thing is, I think it'll be kind of fun.
Fun.
So he might, yeah, he'd be like, okay.
I like it. And it's what you said, seven something, seven
$7 a month
per
for
child.
one child, and I think it was like 14 for two. Um, I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find it. Ooh,
I
my
like.
nails are too long, and I can't type how I'd like to type because I should have told it freaking shorter.
I actually did a little bit longer than I normally do it, but I also did a different cut than I normally do because I usually just do the regular kind of natural kind of my normal nail shape,
Hmm.
but I actually did the coffin.
Girl. Okay.
But
This was supposed to be coffin. Does that look like coffin to you?
not even a little bit.
I
Not
was
at
like, I
all.
ain't going back to this lady.
Not even. This is. Can you see mine? I did them.
That looks more like coffin to me.
I should have got them. I think I did them kind of longer than I normally would, but when I'm looking at the coffin style, I feel like it would have did a little bit more justice if I would have allowed them a little bit longer.
Mm. Here, I just sent you the website.
Okay.
Okay.
But girl, can I tell you something? That ain't a coffin.
I know.
I
And
just want.
I tipped her too. I was like, why?
Why
I
did you tip her?
understand.
You didn't even like them.
I don't know.
Why do we do this?
I don't even know. I know it's people who work in the service industry, I get it. Like they don't get paid a lot. We sit here, this is really a luxury. Like I don't do nails often. I do it like maybe twice a year.
Okay.
Um so I believe that you do have to tip. But I was like, I don't think this is a coffin. She was like a mini coffin.
No.
I'm like, this is
No.
straight square, hun. But fine.
Period.
I
Did she
just
say that was a
a
mini
mini,
coffin? And
yeah.
you know what you just said? I
Hmm.
didn't ask for that. I asked for.
I wanted to do, what's the oval one? The oval one?
Oh,
That's what I really want to do. And I was like, I asked her, I said, my nail shape is, my nail beds are kind of wide and they don't look, they're not wide, but they're like square-ish. So I was like, what's going to look better for my nail bed shape? And she was like, not the oval.
natural. Got you.
I was like, okay, fine. Because I didn't want it to look, my nail beds they're not dainty. You know what I mean? They're nice looking nail bed. Um, but she said, okay, we'll do it this way. I was like, okay, fine. And I was like, okay, I'm still gonna tip, but they're too long. I don't really like it. And
They are definitely not coffin.
hell no, not a coffin.
That is just square.
Yeah,
That is like just
trash. And then she was so hard on my
not
nail
true. That
bed.
color is really pretty, by the way.
No, I mean it is pretty, but it's not. Quincy was like, "You didn't even have anything to wear." I was like, "It matches my bathing suit." So yes,
Okay.
it matches my bathing suit
Okay.
and my red shirt. That's like this, sort of, kind of,
Oh, that's red.
whatever. No, it's orange, but it kind of. I
It
have
looks
a shirt that's like a reddish, but it has like an orangey undertone, so it kind of worked.
worse. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, it matches my bathing suit. That's what I'm trying to be in for the next week.
You know, that's why when I left, I'm not even gonna lie. I thought the same thing because when I left and I was looking at the color, I was like, why did you pick this color?
You like me? I'm like, I wear black, blues,
And
black
then
and blues, grays.
I kept looking at them like, why did I pick this color? Like I don't even wear.
It's pretty from here. It looks pretty from here.
Thank
I was
you.
like, oh, it looks nice.
It's like I think what's gonna save me is the little pink undertones because I do wear
Pink.
quite a lot of pink.
Okay.
So I'm like, I think I can pull this color off. But in my mind, like even when I was driving, have you ever done that?
Yes. Like, why did you?
Why did you pick?
I don't get it, but okay.
And then I even after I got home, this is how bad it was. after I got home, right, I was like, maybe I should call them and ask them how much it is for like a color change.
Dude, I
Like,
was thinking the same
I
thing.
was,
I was like, I
I was
don't
like,
know.
I don't know what it is to do a color change,
But then
Claire.
do your nails hurt after? Or
No,
do, oh, see, my shit was like,
the lady
girl,
that did
why?
my nails, I liked her. The last time I know, I told you the last time I went, I did not go back for a very long time. I did not like.
Mhm.
He hurt me, and then he caught an attitude with me because at that time I did not want to put.
Oh, I
Remember, I
remember.
told you
Mhm,
like
mhm.
caught an attitude because I think I wanted a little bit of length, but I did not want to do the tips. And I went somewhere before and got my nails done, and I wanted a little bit of length, but I didn't want the tips. And the lady actually used almost like a
It's a thing you put under it, and they just like overlay and attach it. Yeah,
and then
yeah,
that's exactly what she
yeah,
did. So she just
yeah.
kind of used like a mold, almost kind of right,
Mhm, mhm.
and hooked me really up, and I had a little bit of length that was reasonable, and it wasn't tips. And he was like, "Oh no, you have to do tips if you want length," and I was like, "Never mind, I don't want length."
I do remember that.
Oh, oh, yes, that's what I said.
I do remember that.
Are we surprised
It's
about?
like
I'm
I
like,
don't
how you
know.
gonna get mad at me for what I want and don't want? And I think I surprised her when I said, because they are familiar with me. The lady is definitely familiar with me because one time I was in Wally World before they pissed me off. Um, I'm sorry. I'm
Who's
having a
pissing us off this week?
moment.
That's real.
But anyway,
Uh-uh.
we're gonna
That's
have
funny.
to let me shut up. Okay, let me
Mm,
be
mhm,
quiet.
mhm, mhm.
Anyway, and she saw me, and at first I didn't realize who she was, and she was like, "Oh, let me see your nails," and I hadn't been back there.
But she remembered
Um,
you?
she remembered me. She's like, "You got
Dang.
to come back. You got to come back." And I was like, "You lucky I like you." And then I went back,
Fine.
and that's when the guy pissed me off, and I just yeah,
Yeah. And then
no.
you went back to the same place?
But I did because I like the place. I
Mhm.
I really like the place. Um, but anyway, but the lady did my nails this time,
Oh,
and
good.
she was so, oh my gosh, she was so gentle. She was so patient with me because it took me forever just to pick this color, and then after I picked it, I really wanted to change my mind.
You're like,
I don't
I
even want,
don't
I
know.
don't even want this. But I can't tell this poor lady that has went through all of this shit. I mean, all of this stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
waiting on me to pick a tan color. I can't say no. I changed my mind again.
Well,
Like, and she went through so much. She went through me going through dozens of pictures in her presence, not prepared. Because remember now, I did do it on a whim. It wasn't like I planned to go. It was
mhm,
just like I need to do something for myself because
mhm,
sometimes you just need it, right?
mhm.
And so it wasn't planned. I was just like, I'm gonna do something for myself. I'm pulling up here. Dang it, this is it.
It's going down for
It's
real.
it's happening here. And then when the guy, I'm gonna tell you what was funny. I'm gonna tell you what was so funny. When I got in there, the guy got up and he was like, "What you want?" And I was like, "Oh damn! Please say you're not gonna do my damn nails." I was thinking it. What is it? My baby. Why?
He's going to get some swim gear.
Can you tell him kisses?
But what's wrong? Oh, he's not. Okay.
Can you tell him kisses?
Your auntie said kisses. Can you close the door behind you though?
I take my kisses back.
He said no.
Get my kisses back. Treat my little sister like that.
He's such a butt sometimes. Oh, he thinks he's being cute. I'm like,
It was. It was. Be honest.
it
Um,
won't.
but
Hmm.
when the guy asked me, he wasn't the one that made me mad though. But I think because that guy made me mad, it's like when it's a guy, I feel like,
I will say there was one time I went to a guy
and he
and
set it up, right? Is that what you're?
he did such a good job that I was like, and it was like so natural. It was, and it wasn't even, it was like the gel manicure on my natural nails.
Uh huh.
And it looked, first of all, it lasted 3 weeks. I have never had a gel manicure that lasted 3 effing weeks. So that man had the magic touch because it lasted 3 weeks, first and foremost. And my nails wasn't, it was hurting, but that's par for the course because my nails are whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it was so, like, he buffed that sucker down so much that it was like,
It's
it
like,
looked like
it's
my
coming
natural nail.
down.
Like it grew out of my own cuticle. He did such a beautiful job. I was like, but he's all the way on the other side of town. I was like, no, I'm not going there.
This is what I will say. The guys that were sitting next to her, and I've seen them do nails before. Um, I never invested that much in my nails.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have people that come in there and they're like, they have like a whole design and they have all these like little intricate little
Mm-hmm.
jewelry and
Mm-hmm.
like stones. You know what I mean?
All the things
Oh
that we
my
see.
gosh. But listen, the lady that was sitting next to me, she's like, yo, I'm in a competition. And so I want you to do your thing, but I'm going to show you the picture because I want to win. And she was like, I need to top this, but I need it to be along the same lines. And I was looking over there at that
What
man,
competition is this?
something with her job. I love this nail place. I
Okay.
really do. And I only had that one bad experience
Mm.
with that guy, but everybody else, like I love this place. That's
Hmm.
why I go there. And when you walk in, it's like a
Like an experience, not just a nail.
yeah, like
Yeah.
you usually don't have to wait long either. Like they really do work hard on trying to make sure that you're not sitting there, really long.
And you don't have to make appointments. They do walk-ins too.
You
That's
just
always a
walk right
plus.
on in.
You walk in.
Like just
Yeah.
walk right on in, and they're like, no matter what it's looking like in there, they really do try to, you know. I don't think I have ever went there and waited a really long time at all.
Hmm.
So, I love that place. I just, like I said, I just had that one time where I felt like he had a little bit of attitude. I didn't like it. Um,
Like you don't know what you want to do with your own nails. Seriously, guy.
it's true. I don't know, but I'm expecting you
But you don't have to make
to
you feel
be
bad about it.
patient because
I'd be a
I
butt.
am going to pay you. And if you be nice, I'll give you a really good tip now.
That part.
So just be patient with me. And the lady she was so sweet.
Do
She
you
has
think
such a good
do you think tipping culture's gotten out of hand?
girl. That could be the topic right there. That
So here's what I do believe when you're working in the service, like if you're getting your hair done, getting nails done, eyebrows done, things like that, you should tip. But like if you go to, I don't know, Starbucks or a sandwich shop, do
Ain't
you,
you paying with your
is
food?
tips required? Are tips required?
You put extra meat on there for free, I'll tip you.
Every now and then I will partake in a Starbucks.
Not me.
And I realize why I stopped going. It's because they be like, "Oh, it is going to ask you a question." Girl, don't even. You are asking if you can tip. The machine is not asking. It's you asking. They be like this. It's going to ask you a question. That's how they do. And I be looking at them like, I come here twice a year. Twice a year most tops.
Just twice?
I mean, if I use my fetch rewards and I get a gift card.
I got you.
So I try not to,
I
you
got you.
know?
Hmm.
And they'd be like, "Oh, it's gonna ask you a question."
And I'm gonna answer no.
No, I have done that, and they look so disappointed. And I'm like, I don't know what. Maybe I'm wrong here, but I don't know what Starbucks pays their employees. But I've always heard good things about them. They have really good incentives for like healthcare, and they're not getting paid minimum wage. They're getting above minimum wage, maybe 22 hours, $22 an hour, $17 an hour.
But
I
you're
don't know.
not okay. You're not coming to my table and waiting on me. I'm standing in this line and I have to speak another language there near to order this coffee to begin with.
That
Um,
can't say small, medium, or large.
right? You like what which one is the big one?
They got to make it all extra.
Like, yo, can I get us a big cup of coffee, please? Large. The largest you got. That's what I would like. Can we just make it real simple? I mean, there's nothing wrong with bougie. I get it. But can we make my order real simple, please? With the largest in that, please.
That's the thing. Like, look, Quincy and I, we did something recently, and I was like, well, we have to have cash to tip, and he's like, no, we paid for the service, and I was like, no, you have to tip, but it wasn't like Starbucks or anything like that. It was, it was a service, and of course they're like, would you like a tip? I was like, sure. Here's my $20 bill. Can you guys split it? Because I'm not giving you my credit card. No.
Girl.
I mean, I just think it's weird to have to pull out a whole credit card to tip. Like that just seems kind of strange to me. Um, but like I don't think going to a coffee shop, like if they're not coming to serve it to you when you're sitting down,
Right.
why do
Why?
I have to tip you?
Right. And that's how I look at it.
Please weigh
I
in, whoever's joining us. Like, what is your thoughts here?
I don't know why. Everybody be looking for something.
mm,
And then the way they have it set up even now when you do orders, they automatically bump it to like 10%. It starts off at the 10%.
yeah.
And I'm like, why do I feel like I'm paying tithes in church?
Oh, I know. If that's the case, then why don't you make your sandwiches like if it's a sandwich shop, like a sub shop, like Subways is different. Like if you ever order from Jersey Mike's, we do sometimes. In fact, if you get rewards, you get like a free sandwich around your birthday if you have enough points.
Okay.
I don't know if you know that. Um, that's with Jersey Mike's specifically. But then
Okay.
you paying your people to make the sandwich, right?
Right.
Isn't that your job? That's the company's. Why do
Right.
I have to pay extra to make for you to make this sub that you're already getting paid? Like that's what that's your job.
That's your job.
Make a
Right.
sandwich.
Right. And
I don't
then
know.
me personally, and we've talked about this, there's only two places that I go to where I think the subs are
Mm.
remember I told you that I heard about the fight in a sandwich shop and I knew it was
Mm.
public subs. I knew it.
No,
No,
I
I
don't
swear to
remember
God.
this.
Yes, girl, this was like some years ago. And they was
No.
talking. Yes, they were
What?
fighting. They were fighting. Two guys got in a fight in the line trying to get a sub because the one guy got in front of the other guy, and the guy was like, "No, no, 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 no." So they wound up getting a fight. But
Not fighting in the sub shop.
I swear to you, I knew. I promise you, before I even actually did my homework, I said any amount of money, they fighting in public.
What?
I promise you, if any sub, I'll slap somebody over. It would probably be them. What they allowed to.
No way.
I promise you. I,
That's funny.
I tell my, I was like, if any sandwich in this world is worth slapping a hole, that'll probably be the place.
You mean like the Publix grocery store, or is it like? Oh, I've never. Okay,
Girl, they subs be.
really?
Oh, yes.
I do know they serve boar's head. That I know, which
Them
is the good
subs,
stuff. But this
those sandwiches be so darn good, girl.
really
Especially those pulled pork. Oh my gosh.
from a Publix?
Oh, you're just thinking about it.
We don't really have Publix in our town. There's one. It's newer,
It's so
and it's
good.
like a drive. We got to drive like 30 minutes to get
And I don't
to a
want nobody
Publix.
to think we on here promoting Publix because we not. But I'm just
This
being
is
honest
not
about
a
what
paid.
I like. And
Mhm.
the only other place that I could think I will probably slap somebody is probably those Firehouse subs. I think those are pretty good.
Hmm. I don't know. I like Jimmy John's, but they're not so close in
Really?
Jersey Mike's. Jimmy John's, yeah, and Jersey Mike's. It's the
I used to love
bread.
Blimpies, right? But
They don't exist. Can't
you
even
can't even
find
find a Blimpies anymore, right? Is we just am I just old? We old, sis? Cause I don't even think people even know what Blimpies is, right?
them. Drop it in the chat if you know Blimpies.
Or you know what we
Blimpies
about with.
was before Subway, and Subway came along, and then who knew what Blimpie was? And I still think the Blimpie sandwiches are better than Subway's.
Period.
I
They
don't
were
even think Subway sandwiches are that good. The
they
only thing, only edge Subway had was that they had those $5 footlongs.
girl,
That's
period.
it.
That's how they got you. Them $5 foot long. $5 for a
That's
foot
it.
long. I was gonna crack a joke, but
Oh no. Was it the oh no, I don't want to know. Don't do it. Was it? No. Oh, I don't know. I'm like, there's so many ways, places we could take this one.
that's why I say I'm just gonna wait. Just remind me to bring this
Okay, okay, okay.
because I sure did a joke. I sure did a joke. I did a joke one time, and it was really on accident, but it was so funny. The guy, the guy turned so red.
Was this like on a date?
No,
Oh,
girl, that was girl. That joke was so funny. It was. It's. We'll talk about it off camera because I don't want to offend anybody, but it really the joke came from you know how I am, right? So any situation
mhm.
I try to find humor in it. That's my little coping mechanism. And so when they when they were talking about it, I was like, "Yep."
The shade room.
You
It
know,
sounds it's very shady. Your expression says that the comment was super, 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 super shady.
was it was. I can't wait to tell you. Like I so want to say it, but I don't want to get in any.
We're trying to keep it PG for the sake of we're
I don't want to
trying
get
not to
into
get
that.
banned since we can't go back on the the talker place again.
I don't know how we keep getting banned over there, but oh
It's not
well.
even fully banned, y'all. We wanted to
But
go
yeah,
live on the other place and we're not banned, but they're not loving us right now, so we can't use the things that we like to use. Um, but
oh well.
whatever.
Elsewhere, we will go.
Onward and forward
One monkey don't stop
without
motion.
them. Onward and forward without the TikToker plays.
But
um,
yeah, those two oh Alexa. Alexa. Oh shit. I mean shit.
Dateline, Dateline,
Shut
Dateline.
Alexa, stop.
Dateline.
Alexa,
Dateline.
Alexa,
Dateline.
what?
It's time for Dateline. It's time for Dateline.
Take that off there. Let me stop lying. I do like the way that reminds me.
It's time for Dateline.
Dateline, girl.
Actually, Hulu's got a new documentary that I've been really, really willing to watch, but I'm gonna try and catch it this week. Um, maybe next week. No, this week. Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah. It's looking really good. I was like, ooh, I can't wait to watch this on Hulu. Not an
What-
advertisement, just something I want to
What's the name
watch.
of it?
It's called Mr. and Mrs. Gotta find it. I have it saved. It's very Dateline ish.
I don't want to see it.
I see if I can find it.
I started watching this show called
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Unaliver.
Interest. I like it already.
Unaliver.
I
Yes.
started watching Wives with Knives. I promise.
You know what I started? Have you been on Netflix recently? Because there's like a new show called Hunting Wives.
No.
I was like, what?
Is it good?
I don't
Girl,
know. I watched one episode and I was like, I don't know if I like this. But it's like based out of, I want to say, Texas kind of deal.
yeah. Yeah,
And
something's dying.
the
Sorry.
something toting women of the state of Texas and how they move. And I was like, huh? I don't know. I didn't see myself going in for episode 2 just yet, but I was like, maybe I will. But we started watching like reruns of Breaking Bad and stuff like that, so it just kind of went
I did
sideways.
I did start watching the show that you recommended.
Oh, which one?
Um Countdown.
Oh, yeah, isn't it good?
Girl, I sometimes
The
I
cast.
listen, sometimes I have to rewind it because sometimes I don't even be hearing what they saying. I be like, all these dudes fine. All of them. I ain't seen an ugly one yet. Even the bad guy. I
Yeah.
would I'd be bad with you. You cute. You
Yeah. Every cast member is like
I'm
got the
like,
good looking gene,
I
and it's
don't
not
even go
just the
that
makeup.
way. Even the chick, I'm like, girl,
Yeah, it's very
yes.
like it's a good looking cast. It's funny because even the guy who got in episode. Wait, what episode are you up to? I don't want to.
I wanna say I had to go back. I think I'm on the last two because it's 9 episodes, right?
Yes,
10,
I
9.
believe. Okay,
So
yeah, yeah.
if my
Okay,
memory serves me correctly, I'm on 8.
okay. So episode 3, one of the cast members got unalived, right?
Yeah, I felt some type of way. I
That was made.
felt
Like I was like, why? And he
what?
was such a good person, and he just lost. Why?
Yeah,
I was so angry.
absolutely.
And he was a strange looking guy, but he wasn't
Yeah.
like he wasn't awful looking either.
No, no,
I think he
even
was just
him.
an
I thought he
interesting person.
was. Yeah, even him. I was like, listen, the guy that died at the very beginning. Save the cheerleader, save the. Do you remember? I don't know if you ever watched that show back in the day called Heroes, and he was like the guy that was supposed to save the cheerleader, save the world.
I do
Um,
remember him.
do you remember?
Zachary
That's why.
Zachary Quinto,
That's why I sent you the.
I
That's why
think.
I said you ain't get that text message. Where I was like, dang. I guess he won't be saving the cheerleader, huh? You didn't get it.
I didn't, but that's because it's not him.
That was him in the very beginning. The very first guy that died. The very, very first guy when the show first started.
Oh,
That
I
was
gotta go
him.
back.
The very first guy that got killed. Because when I saw him, I was like, "Oh, he's gonna be a main character. I love him." And then they killed him they killed him off. And I remember like, "Oh, he's not gonna die. He died."
No, I can't remember it. Darn it, I'm gonna have to ask Barbara
I'm
about it.
gonna show
Barbara,
you
if
what
you're
he
with
looked
us,
like.
do you remember? 'Cause
Girl, that's why I sent you that message. I was like,
yeah, but a lot has happened since then. Yeah. So okay, yeah. Barbara and
"Dang,
I, we just caught up yesterday, the day before we caught up,
caught up on
wasn't
what?
it? On that show on Countdown. Countdown?
What do you
Countdown.
mean? What
Well,
is it
because we were
another
behind.
season?
No, we missed a few episodes, so we didn't get a chance to. We missed like 2 weeks of episodes, so we just caught those last two episodes.
Okay, now I
So we
understand
were
what you're
behind. Yeah, so you're probably ahead. But you were ahead, but we just caught up. So
saying. Okay, so now I'm behind again. Because I'm gonna try to finish up watching 8 and 9. I
okay,
gotta
so
hurry
yeah,
up
yeah,
and I'll probably have to try to stay up and watch it tonight because I know once I start class tomorrow, I'm
yeah,
probably not gonna have, you know what I'm saying, the time.
yeah.
So I'm definitely gonna have to try to
Um,
catch up.
but today we're gonna do, since we caught up in the other show, we're gonna watch The Good Sister. Mm-hmm.
You know, Adiana told me to watch Sweet Pea.
Sweet Pea.
Yeah. I haven't watched it yet.
I don't know that one. Do
But
I?
I've seen some of the previews. She's like, "Ma, you should probably watch this. I think you'll like it." And she also wanted me to watch another one.
Sweet Pea. Let me look this one up. Sweet Pea.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
she wanted me to watch that one. Anybody want to put a good series in the chat box? Can
Oh,
somebody talk to us other than us?
yeah, because we have no official topic, but we are trying to be consistent because we didn't go live last weekend.
It
My
was
fault.
my fault. It
No,
was
it
my
was.
fault. No, I take ownership of it.
Oh.
I assumed, and so I apologize.
So the truth is, we don't have a topic, so we're just shooting the
Winging it.
breeze, winging it. That's
And
okay.
every and anything.
Yep.
Name a good show that we should watch, or a good show that you're watching.
We did. If you've ever watched, like Q and I, we did. What did we watch? And this is a show that, truth be told, I watch. This is old, and I rewatch it every now and then, and I watch it because the time that it was released was right around. You're gonna. I think the timing of it was really weird. So it was released September 9th, 2001, and it's a girl, yes, it is a historical show based on 506 Airborne. I know I'm such a weird history buff when it comes to certain things.
Okay.
And the first two episodes released September 9th, 2001. And it's based on WW2. And I have so many feelings about the show because I actually love it, but there's parts of me that gets a little bit like, anyway, I won't go into it. But and then Tuesday, September 11th happened. But the reason why I continued to watch that show is because it kind of gave me a perspective on what it could look like if after, how do I say this? Like the men who went to war during WW2, it was a lot of them was right after Pearl Harbor. So
Okay.
to 2 days later have something like that happen to us that caused this really big thing for our country that many men had
Got
that same thought.
got you.
It's a weird thing.
Okay.
So I find myself watching it, but the part that because it's a very brave thing for someone, men and then women, women now more often making the choice to pursue that path because there's always a risk. But the part that, and I appreciate the individual stories about the people that were featured in the series,
Mhm.
but the part that gets me was like, yo, you guys are heroes, right? But you were also talking about an army that was so segregated that like our people wouldn't have been, were not allowed to, um were not allowed to, or if you were, it wasn't in the same capacity and all that stuff. So I have like this,
Mixed feeling about it.
yeah. And like these men who to many are heroes, I'm like, how many of you would have talked to someone other than
Oh, gotcha.
in their waking lives? But they did this wonderful thing, or perceived as
I think
brave thing, not wonderful thing, a brave thing. Brave thing. I think that's the better word.
very brave thing, and we've talked about this before. Just because someone doesn't have the same outlook and views on things that I have, um, it doesn't necessarily make them a bad person per se.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Um,
Uh, Depends.
Now, if you out here talking about
Depends.
certain things, in my opinion, could make you a really crappy person,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to believe the same thing that I believe. Heck, you don't even have to like me, for whatever reason, because I'm a female, because I'm a minority, whatever. And that doesn't mean that you're not still a hero and somebody that did great things.
Mm-hmm.
I did not really care for some of the views of somebody that we covered in the This Is Us.
Mm-hmm. Cynthia McKinney. Yeah.
Yeah, like I didn't agree with
Mm-hmm.
some of the things that she definitely stood for. Some of it I did not agree with,
And
but
some we did.
and some we absolutely
Some we
did.
did. Mm-hmm.
But it's still, we still honored her and gave her respect, because at the end of the day, even though we disagree, you still did great things.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we are different people, different walks of life, um, you still did a great thing.
Yeah. And I don't know, like I look at that series and it was very relative to what we were experiencing as a country overall at that time, because it was this parallel thing of Pearl Harbor, WW2, men decided to call to arms, and they decide to fight. And then after September 11th, same thing. So it just helped me at the time, helped me to understand or grasp like what this is going to look like for us as as a country, or even our generation, because it was our generation who was going during that time, during September 11th, so that it's, I don't know. So we did watch that. And I was like, oh, this is it's such a beautiful, beautiful story. And if you ever read the book, it's Band of Brothers. Like, read the book. It's, I don't know, it's a great book.
I've heard of that book.
Yeah.
That's how,
It's
yeah.
amazing. The series, phenomenal. And I don't know if it's because it's Tom Hanks had his hands in it, and it's Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks and all that, like all these names that we know.
Uh-huh.
But it's a phenomenal series, and it really does tell the story of these men and their heroic actions during a time. And yeah, and yeah, yeah. But then the part that I had those misgivings is like when you look at the women from like our people, like we couldn't serve in the same way, or like the women from 6888, what they did, and we never learned about them, and they really contributed to that war effort,
Mm-hmm.
like really, really contributed to keeping up the morale at home and for the soldiers, but we didn't know about them until now.
And some lost their lives.
So I looked at it differently. Like before, I looked at it differently after seeing six triple eight and understanding like, yo, how did we not know about these women? Black phenomenal women who did this freaking amazing thing for the
and was
war
expected
effort.
to fail. But it
That part.
shows,
Yeah.
I feel like it shows, hmm, I feel like I'm trying to put it into words.
If you're joining us, we are just shooting the breeze a little bit, not figuratively. No,
Um,
not literally, figuratively. And we're just talking about a couple different things as we get back into the groove of going live. Thank you, everyone who's joining.
I feel like I feel like that's what we do sometimes as women. Um, when when people expect um us to fail,
Yeah,
I feel like that's just, I don't know, maybe that's how God designed,
prove them wrong
right?
every time.
It, I told you, I said that before. I said if you really want to motivate me, if you want to give me that extra
Say I can't
push
do it.
me over,
Or act like I can't.
just act like I can't,
Mm-hmm.
or act like um you feel another thing that will push me to is if you act like I'm beneath you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah?
We'll see about that.
Okay.
I used to have this. There
I
was this
see why you
lady.
can believe that, but
This is a
now
lady I
I'm
used to
gonna
work
show
with.
you.
She was like that. Like, how the industry I used to work in, and I guess she didn't read my resume, but I'm like, I have, before I came here, I had a good 15, 16 years in this industry. And she was like trying to talk about something. And I was like, yeah. And I named it. And then she looked at me like, you know what that is? Yes, I know what that is. I've been doing this for but like she thought she was smarter.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say what it is because I'm not in that industry anymore and I don't want to go into specifics. But and she was like, and I'm like,
Period.
yeah, I know what that is. You didn't see my resume now, did you? Because
Clearly.
before I came here, I had a good 11 years of experience, and I know what that's called. um, why do I hear a gong?
So
Is this your
I just
your
don't
48 hours mystery reminder?
that's pretty good. I can't even be mad, right? Like that sounds like something I would totally have. And I did at one time, just so that we're clear.
What in the timer is this?
I got a reminder for everything, but this is my reminder to read my scriptures. I put something on my phone, so it's a cute little app. So it reminds me to read my scriptures and to take a minute to pray. Like it'll say, it'll give you some scriptures and it'll be like, are you going to take the minute to pray? And
Mm.
usually, if I'm being honest, I usually do not take the moment to pray. But I have been trying to make an attempt.
Why don't you start your day with it instead of waiting for the end of the day?
No, it's throughout the day.
Oh,
So you
throughout
have
the day.
it's throughout the day. So you have one in the
Okay.
morning,
Mm.
then like midday, mid afternoon. It goes off multiple times a
Okay,
day.
gotcha.
So it's kind of like, I'm gonna tell you what it kind of reminds me, because it's always asking me, "Do you want to pray now?" You know what it kind of reminds me of? You know what I'm about to say?
No.
And I don't want to sound like I'm being like I'm not trying to offend anybody, but
Hmm.
there's some religions where every
Oh yeah, I
you
gotcha.
you have to pray. So
Hmm.
sometimes when it goes off, I swear that's what it reminds me of. I was like, oh goodness.
Yes, I know. Gotcha.
But that's what it kind of reminds me of a little bit. But I won't take it off my phone because I think it's a good thing to kind of when I do kind of go off a little bit. I don't want to say off like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I'm not really focused and I focus on everything else, it kind of helps me remind
Center.
me. Right, yeah, you know what? Hey,
Hmm.
back
Yeah,
um or it reminds me of what it is. Sometimes it reminds me um not to concern myself with stuff that is not
that.
really that right.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like,
gotcha.
girl, it's all right.
Gotcha. Oh, that's good. I like that.
You
I
know,
like that.
so it does
I'm
help.
sorry, I was teasing you now.
No, it's okay.
It's like
It's not 48
48
hours.
hours.
That's a different alarm. It's a different sound for 48 hours.
It sounds very zen. I will say that. I was like, that's a different sound because that'll Dateline.
Wait, that is gonna be the joke.
I was trying to think of the other show. It wasn't 48 Hours Mystery. It was something else. It was I don't know, but it just couldn't come to me. That's the first one that came to my brain. You guys, thank you everyone who's joining. We are literally just talking, no planned topic. So, had you come in a little bit earlier, if you wanted to drop a topic you want us to talk about, we could do it. Just we don't do politics. So just make sure that you are setting your reminders and subscriptions so you know when we go live. Because we didn't go live last week. But
Sorry.
we're
Sorry.
doing stuff. We're doing stuff, and we think that by the time school starts, we might have like a more of a consistent schedule. That is our goal. And then don't forget, we are planning for our actual season 4. So we got stuff coming your way. So make sure you're following us on all the places. Spotify, YouTube. Spotify and YouTube would be great. Yep. That'd be really helpful. But we didn't have a specific topic. But we did want to make sure that we try to be consistent and hop on this live. So drop in the chat. Where are you guys joining us from? Don't be afraid to interact. We're here for it. Um, are you looking forward? Because we start off with like back to school. Are you looking forward to back to school, getting the kids back in school?
Am I looking forward to it?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think I have like mixed emotions about it. Like, that's a really good question. Who would have thought? Um, I'm not either. Like, it's so routine to, you know what I'm saying? Like, how am I trying to say it? I don't know how to word it. It's just like, yo, we do it every year.
Mm,
I get it.
back at it. I hear that. Oh yeah.
That's kind of how I feel about it. I'm like, I don't feel no type of way about it. I know if I don't do it, I'm gonna go to jail. Um,
It is a necessity. We have no
um,
choice.
and and even if I did have a choice in it, I would still do it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because it's really important. Yeah, I'm trying to. It's
Yeah.
important. I do feel like. Um, girl, I am dying over here. Can you hear this fan?
Mm-mm. But
Good.
it just could be me. You know,
Okay.
I'm a little waterlogged.
So girl, I can't get this thing off. Um, I don't know. I feel like I really would, like I said earlier, try to do the homeschool thing. I feel like the way things are now, I'm gonna be so honest, like I feel like you have a little bit more control
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to your kids and their and I don't want to say energy, but the spirits they have around them.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like you have a lot more control over, like you said, the lesson plans, what you're instilling in your kids. Because some of the things that they were saying at one time, I would just like, I don't agree with that.
And I think is, you know, the way that bullying is handled now in schools is a lot different from now. I don't know. You know, when I was coming up, like the for me, the only way to stop a bully in their track was to just stand up to them and then that they would stop. But the way that kids are being bullied nowadays in school is not just in school. Like they are using also social media as a way to further create that uh-oh.
Oh,
So,
he
yeah.
sent me an old video of Gabriel
Oh yeah?
where he was dancing when he was like
A goober?
little.
Little goober baby?
Oh, so adorable.
Um
I don't know why he sent it to me right now, dude. I'm live. Um, got me all sticky and stuff. Like I, oh, so
um
sweet.
but it's a different thing when you're doing homeschool. Like you do have more control, you got more lessons, do have control of energies and stuff like that. And then the way bullying too, it's a lot, it's different. And bullying is not just a person being in a classroom bullying other kids, they're on the internet too. So it's like you go to school, you're getting bullied on the internet, it's just everywhere. And it's really hard to kind of turn that off. And then schools these days we're not how safe is your school? So but anyway, you guys, thank you so much for everyone who's joined us. We are gonna get back to our regular Sunday routine. Thank you for hanging out with us. We really were just chit chatting a little bit, so we can kind of get back into our regular Sunday schedule. And we didn't have a topic, so we were really just chatting it up. And yeah,
Chilling.
chilling. We did a bit of a merry-go-round and stuff we was talking about, and that's okay. That's how we do.
I
um,
don't know. We changed the subject quite a couple of times, right?
but y'all look for. Oops, sorry, my lip gloss. My lip gloss is
It's
popping.
popping. God dang, that's crazy. I couldn't get it out fast enough. I swear I was like, I gotta grow up.
But if there's something you guys want us to talk about, excluding politics, don't forget you can always comment on it because this will live on YouTube. It'll be on Facebook for about 30 days and Twitch. This is new for y'all. So we don't really know how Twitch works just yet.
Get the hang of it.
I don't know what it does. If someone can educate us, we would be all here for the Twitch and tell us how this Joker works. But we are on Twitch today. But drop a comment. We'd love to know if there's anything you guys want us to talk about. We are happy to do that. And thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. We cannot grow without each and every one of you all, and time is something that you cannot get back. And the fact that you spent that time with us, we so appreciate it. We can't express it. Everyone have a awesome night or day wherever you're at.